Hope everybody's doing excelentemente
Bien.
bien. How you doing today, Vanessa?
Excelentemente bien.
Espiritualmente, mentalmente, físicamente, emocionalmente, financieramente. Say it in English for those that do not know Spanish.
Spiritually, mentally, physically, emotionally, and
Financially.
Yep.
Today's episode number 60. Wow, 60.
60th episode.
You want to hear the funny thing, Vanessa, before I start? There's a lot of people that want to get to their 60s.
Just made 20, Carl.
to get to their 60.
Yeah.
You know why? Social Security.
Oh.
The minute people be like, oh, once I'm in my 60, my father's one of them.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to my father. Episode 60. Why you need to simply ask questions. And ask means always seek knowledge. Let's start. Welcome to episode 60 of the CMR Podcast Network. Today, we're diving into a topic that can open doors and create new opportunities for you. Why you need to simply ask questions. Too often, we hold back from asking questions, whether due to fear, insecurity, or the assumptions that we should already know the answers. In this episode, we explore the power of asking the right questions and how it can change your perspective, increase your knowledge, and even lead to breakthroughs in your personal and professional life. The power of asking questions, Vanessa. Let's start.
Okay.
I'm going to ask you a question, Vanessa, before I talk a lot.
Okay.
How has asking the right questions helped you gain new perspective or solve problems?
Okay. For me, like when you ask questions, you can have more clarity.
And clarity's power.
Yeah. And then you can develop more your icon. Like, you have more clarity, but at the same time, when you ask few questions, you're going to see like you can go far. Like, oh, he explained me something, but I didn't understand. But if you ask someone else and you don't understand, someone else, they're going to give you like another answer. Like every time when you talk to different people, you're going to get like different answer or different, perspective.
Gaining knowledge. The power of asking questions.
Yeah.
You gain knowledge.
Yeah.
Asking questions is the fastest way to learn something new. The more you ask, the more you open yourself to new information and insights.
Yes, sir.
Clarifying assumptions. See, a lot of people have a lot of assumptions, right? So when you ask questions, you clarify.
Yep.
Questions help clarify misunderstandings and eliminate assumptions. When we don't ask, we might miss important details or rely on incorrect assumptions.
Yep.
See, I ask a lot of questions, right? The question I asked you, how has asking the right questions helped you gain new perspective or solve problems? In my perspective,
Yep.
right? Asking questions to me is everything. Notice, why this, why that, why everything? All I do is ask questions. I'm asking, why am I here talking in front of these 3 cameras next to Vanessa with the rest of the people here? And I'm just asking, why am I doing this?
Yeah.
When you ask questions, you know what's going to happen? You start getting different answers.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying.
The inner voice has been my best friend. And to me, my inner voice is God talking to me. The minute I ask a question, the inner voice normally tries or to answer. I do listen to my inner voice because my inner voice is never wrong. That's infinite intelligence, Vanessa. See, most people, they don't know that they could ask their own selves questions. Why am I doing this work? Why am I here working in this job? J-O-B, just over broke. Why are Carlos, Vanessa, and the rest of the team saying they are the business? Yeah, we the business. Because we know something you don't know. Ignorance is the most expensive thing in the world, Vanessa. But why is it that people, if we know something they don't know, why is that they don't ask? Simply ask a question. Guys, what do you guys know that I don't know?
Yeah.
Stop sugarcoating anything and everything. Tell me what you know that I don't know.
That's true.
You were trained to be an employee. We're here creating business or real estate opportunities for you so you can help build your network. Could be podcasting, right? Because your network is your net worth, right? Interviewing people, right? Getting knowledge, wisdom from other people, asking them questions, right? Wow.
Yeah, development of
Wow.
communication too.
Passive income, understanding how to create more than one source of income. Because when you work on a job, you depend on one source of income,
That's true.
right?
Yep.
But when you work hard on yourself, you could literally open a business every single day,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Most people are trained to look for work. They're not trained to think.
They didn't know, Carlos.
They're not trained to question everything.
Yeah.
Everything starts with a question, right? But going back, how has asking the right questions helped me gain perspective or solve problems? The minute you have a problem, if you could write it down in detail, then you ask the question, how can I solve this? How can others help me solve it? And you basically just keep asking questions. One question leads to another question. And another question leads to another question. Next thing you know, you got the answers.
You start opening your
'Cause
mind.
to solve a problem, sometimes the first question might not be the one that gives you the right answer.
Yep.
You might need 10 questions to solve, to get to that one
Problem.
right answer.
Oh, once. Yeah.
If it makes sense. Why do we sometimes hesitate to ask questions? And how we can help overcome that hesitation? Why do people hesitate? Like, for example, I don't want to call Emily out, but she's going to be in today's podcast.
Yeah.
You remember, you asked her coach. She never asked me questions.
Okay.
Did she ask you questions?
Sometimes.
You don't want to be the person that lives in sometimes island.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Make sense or no?
Yeah.
You got to ask questions, guys.
every time.
Every time, every day, every time. If it makes sense. Let me read you guys this.
Okay.
This is a story about 4 people named everybody. Somebody, anybody, and nobody. Remember, this is a story about 4 people named everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody. There was an important job to be done, and everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody could have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry about that because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody could do it, but nobody realized that everybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have.
Yep.
That's why you got to ask questions. So that story doesn't happen.
I feel confused in your life.
The power of asking questions. You gain knowledge, guys, from asking questions. You clarify assumptions. He who asks a question remains a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not ask remains a fool forever.
Yep.
Chinese proverb.
I remember when I meet with you and I asked you, Carlos, how I can start my business? And you start to explain to me because I had question for you. This is a guy where you can do too. So you have your questions, you can ask Carlos, Carlos, how I can start my own business?
How can you become the business?
Too.
That's even a better question.
Yeah.
Right? To start your business, see, a lot of people, they think that starting a business is difficult.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say something. Starting a business is not difficult, guys.
No,
But I'm going to tell you something. It is not easy also. No. Well, Carlos, you're contradicting yourself. You're telling me that it's difficult, but you're telling me that it's easy.
Yeah.
Make up your mind, Carlos. It all depends who you ask.
Yeah.
See, if you ask me, I've been doing this all my life.
You have knowledge.
I'm the business, right? I operate through imagination for the highest level of value creation. I operate from top of the mountain.
Yeah.
Then there's communication. You want to work smart, not hard, guys.
Yep.
Right?
It's true.
I've then go to unification. Because if you become a leader, not a follower, and you're able to unite people to work together, right? What is easier, Vanessa? To sell your time or to buy other people's time?
Buy other people's time?
Nah.
No?
It is easier to sell your time.
Oh, yeah, but...
But you want to know something?
Okay.
For me, it's easier to buy other people's time. For most people, it is harder.
Like, yeah.
You know why? Because they haven't developed their communication skills. They haven't developed their leadership skills. Because you could walk, if you want to go fast, you could go alone. But if you want to go far, you could go together. Right? Yeah. Would you rather go fast alone or far together?
Far together.
En la unión está la fuerza.
Yep.
Why you need to simply ask questions? Because if you ask questions, you could literally take the elevator instead of taking the stairs. Yep. That could be a little determining factor from accomplishing something faster than accomplishing something that is going to take you way longer. Yes. Why will you wait till your 60s, like episode 60, to start asking questions?
Yeah, they lose.
Why you need to simply ask questions? So many episodes we have done, and now is the time that people are asking the most questions. But and the questions they're asking, to not say that they're low vibration, because just like the quote that I read, that I said, he who asks a question remains a fool for 5 minutes. He who does not ask remain a fool forever. Imagine if they wouldn't ask that question. If you live with relatives, you know, how can you basically simple, make the decision to move out. You're not a tree, bro, sis. Yep. Elevation requires separation. You got to ask yourself this question. Are you willing to sacrifice family, friends? Por mi paz mental, yo hasta mi casa la dejo. Yeah. For my peace of mind, I'll leave even my house. Okay. See, I've done it. A lot. One thing about me, I live in a no drama zone. See, I don't have tolerance to negativity, drama, gossip. He said this, she said that. I've been a leader of leaders all my life. And normally at the top, there's no gossip.
Okay, Carlos.
At the top, there's no communication. Normally, lack of communication. Oh. You know, communication skills is one of the keys to success. Yeah. You have to communicate as an entrepreneur, as a human. In your personal level, business. If people work their communication skills, the third highest level of value creation, because the minute you open your mouth, you reveal to the world who you are.
Who you are.
See, I'm talking. Carlos Oxala. He's high on energy. Bro, sis, if you would have known that energy and your communication skills will open doors that money doesn't open, you will literally try to ask me questions. How do I do it?
Okay, Carlos, I have 2 questions for you.
Ask me the questions.
The question what I have, how I can develop my self-skill?
How can you develop your self skills?
Yes.
That's an excellent question. Why you need to simply ask questions. Let me break it down. Okay. I'm going to make business simple. Okay. Business 101. Business is either you're selling a product or a service. Yes. In the modern world, you're selling experiences, stories. That's why I recommend you, the world, to start a podcast. Yes. Right? Well, to start a podcast, you got to communicate. Yes. You cannot be afraid to talk in front of the camera and talk to another person. Right, Ron? Right. You got to escape your fear zone. Yep. Escape your comfort zone. Right? Start living on purpose. Understand that the goal to create a podcast is not for the views. It's not for the likes. It's not for the positive comments. It's to help you guys break through the mental prison that you guys are living. By not asking questions, not questioning why you're doing what you're doing. Not questioning why, you're a modern slave. Yeah, you're a modern slave. You didn't know that. I know that. Rich people, we buy people's time. Poor people sell their time. Slavery Employee is the modern word for slavery.
Yep.
And I always have said that all my life. All my life. And nobody believed me. People still selling their time for money, exchanging their time for money, thinking that the more time they invest in a job, the more work they do, they need more money, they got a second job. Bro, think! I understand why John D. Rockefeller wanted the world workers, not thinkers. Imagine everybody thinking the way I think.
Nobody do anything for nobody.
Imagine everybody thinking the way I think, Vanessa.
No.
Right? But to answer your question, what was your question? See, I'm questioning. If I forgot the question, I asked the question. What was your question again, Vanessa?
Okay.
Because today's episode is what? Why you need to simply ask questions. So what was your question?
How I can develop my
sales skills.
My sales skills.
See, I asked the question again, then I remember.
Yeah.
Simple. Number one, by making the decision. You develop anything by making the decision. He or she that says they could, they're right, and he or she that says they can, they're also right. Most people never develop anything in life because they don't make that commitment, that decision to make what? To develop the skill. Right? So how you develop your sales skills? By selling.
Okay.
You get a product or a service and offer it to your targeted audience. As a matter of fact, offer it to everybody.
Okay.
Till you find out who's your target and who's not your target.
Okay.
You just offer it. Fail forward.
Okay.
What you lack in skills, you make it up in numbers.
Yep.
Make sense?
Yes, makes sense.
See, in my personal level, I could tell what type of female like me.
Oh, yeah.
Because I fail forward so much
You understand
that I can already read all of them.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know if it makes sense.
Yes,
that was a joke to the world. That's why you simply got to ask questions. But you see, you guys got to know what questions to ask. Because if you go and ask a female, do you got a boyfriend? Bro, do not ask her if she got a boyfriend. She's single for the right guy.
Yeah.
So I'm here telling them also so they don't get confused.
Yeah.
Because CMR podcast is to, question everything. We do question everything, but there's certain questions that we don't question.
The question.
And we don't ask. You got me? Certain things you don't ask.
Yeah.
Right?
You just limit it.
There's certain things you just keep your mouth shut. You got me? Now in the business level.
Just different.
When you're going to a job interview, because you're trained to be an employee.
Yeah.
And they offer you, you bring your resume, you go robotic, dressed with a suited up, in your best, you got the haircut. You go on your best version. You got me? Why don't you ask the question, how much equity am I getting from this? How much equity am I getting from working with you? Oh, you want me to work for you? Nah, fuck out of here. You got to ask the question. So hold up, sir. Hold up, sis. So you're asking me that you want me to work for you. Simply ask question. Why you need to simply ask question? Let me get more clarity. Or are you telling me to work with you? Are you telling me to work for you or work with you? I'm asking that question so you can answer that. One word could literally make you or break you.
Yeah.
Work for you, that means you're working under. Work with you, that means we here, baby. I'll bring something to the table, you bring something to the table. We here, work together. I'd rather take the risk and work with the person, right? That if we're gonna lose, we'll both lose. But if we win, I want to win too.
Yeah.
Why would I settle for a paycheck? That's why you need to simply ask questions. Because you got to understand, equity is better.
To get paycheck.
Equity is better. And equity is delayed gratification. You might look at it like, oh, but hold up. What am I getting in the moment? See, you want security.
Yeah, they want to like something.
See, I want freedom. Freedom is in the right side of the quadrant. As a business owner, with money, you buy people's time. or investor. With money, you make money.
You make money.
Not in the left side of the quadrant. That's where security is at. That's where time is money. Time is not money for rich people. Rich people, we buy time with money.
Money.
See, but you guys do not ask questions. You guys don't even reflect on what I'm saying.
No, they just...
They don't understand, Vanessa.
I know.
Right?
Thank God.
The art and science of asking questions is the source of all knowledge. The art and science of asking questions is the source of all knowledge. You know why, Vanessa, I'm the man I am?
Yeah.
Because of the questions I ask. The questions you ask either make you or break you. Notice how I used in the personal level.
Yeah.
You ask a woman, do you got a boyfriend? That's low vibrational, low simp. Bro, if you're an alpha male that got your shit together, a man of character, with strong morals, strong values, the woman literally, hypergamy. Ask Google what hypergamy means. Women's, they boom up. They boom down.
Yeah. Okay. I have another question.
What's your question?
My another question is how I can develop my persuasion skill.
Simple. The minute you develop your communication skills by reading, writing, right? Thinking on paper, right? Becoming a thinker, right? Just simply getting books on persuasion, how to win friends and influence people, right? Yeah. But understand, the minute you're dealing with people, you don't got to persuade anybody.
Okay.
The right audience, you don't got to persuade anything. See, one thing about me, I made sure I asked the right question to identify people, to identify overall. Questions could save you time. The questions you're not asking are making you lose time.
How you determine where you target audio, like, you know?
The target audience?
Yeah.
Simple. It depends the industry you in.
Okay.
The work you do. You got me? The target that you want to target.
Okay.
Like in our case, our PIF are willing to share our blessings with others, right?
Yes.
Willing to share my blessings with others, right? I understand that the number one problem in the world is a mental problem,
Yes.
right? People want the money, but we don't want to attract people that want the money. I don't know if that's deep.
Yes.
So the first way to target, to double check people, you ask them what motivates you.
Okay.
If a person tells you that money motivates them, we don't want those people around, right? Because money comes last in the list.
They want
the person you become is more important than the things you get. Yes. Be, do, have. Okay, everything you want to have, no problem. Let's organize your vision board. Let's help you A through Z. Literally put everything you want to have. Yep. You want a plane? Put it there. Right?
Yes.
But you got to become that person. But I could tell you how you could become the person. Do you want to be a public speaker? Do you want to be in front of a camera? Do you want to be a podcaster, YouTuber, whatever you want to call it? Do you want to be an influential person? Forget about influencer. Do you want to be a person that is influential? An influential person doesn't need to persuade nobody.
No.
You persuaded yourself. As long as you persuade yourself, influence yourself, that's all that matters.
Okay.
I don't know if it makes sense.
I understand the point.
Right?
Okay. Thank you.
But sales skills are life skills. Yeah. And sales skills is learning to sell yourself. See, that's a different breed. You see? That's why we the business.
Wow.
You want me to tell you the best way to sell? Anything? By not selling anything at all.
You sell yourself.
When you become the person that everybody will say yes to without even you presenting the offer to, that's when you know you made it. I'm that person.
Good point.
People do business with people that like, know, and trust. If people listen to you,
they're gonna like you.
if they like you, they'll listen to you.
Listen.
And if they listen to you, they'll do business with you.
Yes.
Because they see your authentic self.
Yeah.
They see your rawness, your boldness. See, a lot of people will never be good at sales because they walk around with a mask on.
Yeah. They're not authentic.
They're not what? Real.
Yes.
They're not authentic.
Yes.
If you're selling a car and the car literally has a transmission problem,
Something probably, yeah.
say it.
They say they have something there. Like,
You get me?
yeah. It's
I had that issue. $100,000 transmission. That's rich people's problem. The transmission costs more than a fucking brand new car. But when you gotta have God with you, even when people try to play you, you know what happens?
They gotta show you.
Huh? Because they thought they were gonna outsmart the smart ass. I'm a smart ass. Yeah, fix it. Yeah. You win worse in silence. That's why you gotta ask questions.
All the time.
But even if you ask questions, you still gotta what? Question the answers.
The answer too. Yes.
That's deep.
Yeah. Okay, Carlos, thank you for having me.
We the business. That's why you gotta ask questions. Why don't you ask me why we the business? Because rich have money to pay debt, but middle class don't, so they don't want to get in debt that they can't pay otherwise. They will be charged with interest. What is easier, to borrow $1 million or to work for $1 million?
To borrow $1 million.
So why people not asking that fucking question?
How do we borrow $1 million?
Huh?
How do we borrow $1 million?
Easy. By asking for the $1 million. Ask starts the receiving process. But if you don't ask, the answer is always going to be no. See, I'm an asker. You know why?
I don't know why.
I don't have no filter. See, most people will never ask because they're afraid of that the answer is going to be no.
Afraid of rejection.
They are afraid of rejection. I'm not afraid of rejection. No to me means next option, next opportunity. Personal level, next option. Business level, next opportunity. If I'm asking you for $1 million, you give me that $1 million. Oh, you don't gonna give it to me? No problem. There's 8 billion people in this world. Somebody will. And if somebody doesn't want to give it to me, I'll ask 4 people for 250 grand each. But that mill's gonna come. If not, I ask 5 people for 200 grand each. If not, I ask 10 people for 100 grand each. If not, I ask 20 people for how much each? Now I'm asking you.
For 50. You want $1 million?
Jeff Bezos did it like that. If he did it like that, one of the richest men in the world, can't we? Why? You simply got to ask questions. How did Jeff Bezos did it? How did Elon Musk do it? Did it? How do Mark Zuckerberg, Zucky from the
This guy.
Zucky, the government, the politics. See, do you see why I don't get in politics? None of that shit. Not religion either.
Relationship over religion. People confuse it. Don't get it confused. You lose yourself. Now I got multiple questions for you. Let me just start.
Before the questions,
What's up?
I want to talk about the role of curiosity in growth. Right? Mm-hmm. Curiosity drives progress. Right?
Correct.
Being curious is one of the most powerful tools for personal growth. When you're curious, you naturally ask more questions and dig deeper into topics that matter to you. See, I'm a curious guy. I don't know if you remember, I don't know if you were born, but when I was a little kid, I'm 34 now, 6'9", shout out to the original 6'9", I'm still original 6'9". 6'9", what 6'9", why you have 6'9"? You were not even born 6'9". I respect that. 6'9", that's probably the sex position.
Maybe he had fun in that. I don't know, and I don't care.
Well, making a long story short, I was like Curious George. You ever heard of Curious George?
Yeah.
I'm one of those, bro. I'm the type that I'll look at this book and I'm like, start with why. How great leaders inspire everyone to take action. Start with why. Simon Sinek. Who's Simon Sinek? I'm asking who's even the author. Start with why. Why start with why? Now I'll go to the back of the book. Start with why is one of the most powerful, useful, and powerful books I have read in years. Simple and elegant. It shows us how leaders should lead. Highly recommended. Why you wrote that? Why are you trying to praise them? Start with why fan the flames inside me. It translates what we use in the military into terms of any organization can apply. The principles are the same. This book can lead you to levels of excellence you never consider attainable. Why you said that, General Chuck Horner, Air Boss, Desert Storm? Start with why will cause you to rethink your business. It is great. It is a great read, and exactly on target. This book would inspire you. Start with why. It's a powerful and penetrating exploration of what separates great companies and great leaders from the rest. Too many leaders and authors go looking for authenticity in all the wrong places. Sinek takes you directly to the source. What's the source? God. God. Start with why offers a simple, pragmatic approach to great leadership. Each story will force you to see things from an entirely different perspective. A perspective that is nothing short of the truth. The truth what?
Sets you free.
So if the truth sets you free, why you don't want to hear the truth?
You don't want to get out their comfort zone. Why are you always so high on energy? Why is your energy always at 1,000? I love it. Don't get me wrong, but why? Have you ever asked yourself that?
Why wouldn't I have my energy? Everybody's energy is low vibration. I vibrate high. I walk into a room and you know a fucking lion walked in. My aura, without looking for attention, I just... Why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't I basically light up rooms where there's darkness? I'm a light where there's darkness. Energy lights up the room, the world. Thanks to Thomas Alva Edison. Thanks to God for giving him the idea. He failed 11,000 something times. He doesn't look at it like he failed. It's not how many times you fail. It's how many times you get back up till you find the solution. That's why I have a lot of energy. Why wouldn't I? I don't want to be like everybody else. Everybody I see, you could see the misery in their face. Low on energy, low vibration. Now I get why when women see me, they're like, damn, this fucking guy me agarra y me de magarata. They look at me different. You get me? And the funny thing is que yo hasta calmado soy hasta en eso. I'm relaxed. I'm the type of guy that just will let the women rock.
So, when it comes to dealing with people and helping people, how do you go about it?
When it comes to dealing with people and helping people, you see, the teacher only appears when the students are ready. That's number one. I cannot help a person that doesn't want to help themselves. I don't hear what they tell me. I watch what they do. Right? As a leader, creating leaders that create leaders that's supposed to be creating leaders, everybody, helping people elevate. Right? Yeah. When I deal with people, I understand that I'm not dealing with them. I'm dealing with myself. So what did I do for myself that helped me go through a breakthrough that I could now apply it to them? I understand that people are dealing with their mental prison. They're walking
physically
alive and internally they're dead. So I understand that when I deal with people, it's not that I want to approach them with empathy. I got to approach them and hit them where it hurts. I got to hit them where the pain. You got to literally, if you could bring the pain and you could bring that awareness, but bring them a solution, they'll respect you. They're always going to respect you. They'll stay shut. They'll follow you. Because you brought the pain, which is the problem, right? But you also brought the solution to their problem. And they also see that you lead by example. I'll give you an example. When I start doing business with people, if I'm a yes man, I'm not going to stand out. But if I pinpoint and question their bullshit, or where there's a leak in the business, where there's something wrong, they're going to respect me. Because in the moment, the truth is going to make them miserable. Because what leader wants another leader to call them out on their bullshit?
Nobody.
I'm that leader. My face has settled. This is not no regular nigga type of face. This is a phase where there's confidence. Confidence is not even the word that I have. I outgrew confidence. As a matter of fact, I got to redo a new word for this. I got to reinvent a word that surpassed confidence.
Please do. Let me know.
Serious.
I'm being for real too.
Because confident, you're supposed to be confident.
Supposed to be believing
When you do the
yourself.
inner work and you do what you got to do, that's how you build your confidence. It's like sports. When you know your game, why will you need to worry about other people's game?
Just believe in yourself.
As long as I believe in me and God believes in me, I don't care about the defense. All I care is about the offense. Today I was playing a guy. He was so confident he was going to beat me. It was 0-0, game 116. 1-on-1. Right? I gave him the ball. Right? Bro, I just told them, do not miss. I literally, the Indian guy was like, wow. I literally went 14 straight. Pa, straight. 2 times 7 is what?
14.
That was 7 twos. Back to back. On his face. I don't know how the fuck. Beat him 16-0. I'm like, yo, bro. And he's one of the best players there. Shout out to, he's going to be part of the team.
Okay.
I connected deep with him.
Okay.
He's 24. Well, he don't look 24.
He looks older?
He looked 34. He looked my age. I look 24. People be thinking, he thought I was 26. He thought I was 26. I thought he was 34. That's why the physical pillar matters. And that's why there's a difference between being a game player and being a practice player. He's a practice player. Excellent player. But practices too much.
I don't know who that is.
You know him.
Obviously, but
he's a practice player. That's why I tell people, you got to be a game player. Game player is the game and the action and the war. That's what's going to make you a warrior. Everybody goes against the grain with me. But you got to practice. You do got to practice.
I mean, Kobe said a great thing. He said, practice like you play and play like you practice. So it just.
But why not? Why lose my energy in practice when I could literally play a lot of games and then retwitch, have somebody watch my game, and then say, hey, you need that twitch in there. Or I could have that self-awareness. See, that's why having self-awareness is extremely important. And asking your own self. And the self-awareness that I recommend the world to have, it doesn't matter how good you are in one area, how talented you are in one area. Always question why you're doing it. Why you get those results. See, I was questioning why I was getting the results in business. And I was questioning also why people were not getting the results in business.
And what answer did you get?
I was taking massive action. By the time I take 100 shots, these people, they haven't even started with their first shot because they're overthinking in fear zone. What if this business fails? I don't care if the business fails. They care what people say or think. See me, I don't care. Who gives a fuck? I do not care. I'd rather fail forward.
Now I got a question for you since you emphasized that so much. Can you share a significant failure or setback and how you overcame it?
The role of curiosity and growth. I'm going to answer that.
Okay.
Learning from others. Asking questions gives you access to the experiences, knowledge, and perspective of others. Leverage. You don't need to have all the answers yourself. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is ask the right person the right question. When I'm playing by myself, I cannot see my game. But when I play against you and everybody else, you guys bring my flaws, my weakness out of my game. Oh, you got no left, they're going to call me out. That's why I want enemies next to me. I don't want friends. ¿Dónde están esos amigos que me decían que en las buenas y en la mala conmigo estarían y solo me queda uno por toda la vida? Pero when you have enemies, you're going to have a lot por toda la vida. And the enemies are the one that are going to help you grow, elevate. I'd rather have enemies that tell me the truth than friends that do not tell me the truth. Because they're afraid that if they tell me the truth, our friendship is going to break. Not me. You could tell me the truth. I respect more a man or a woman that speaks the truth than a lying motherfucker. Because if you go gossiping about me, I'm not going to question you. I'm going to question the person that comes and fucking tells me the shit that you fucking told them. And I'm going to ask them, why did they have the audacity to ask you, motherfucker? Get the fuck out of my face.
It's supposed to. So the question was, can you share significant failure or setback and how you overcame it?
A significant what?
A significant failure or setback and how you overcame it.
Downstairs, turning the AC. Technology, guys. Okay, what was the question again? How did I overcome a failure?
Or a setback.
Or a setback?
Yeah.
First of all, a setback or a failure, to me, a minor setback for a major comeback. To me, there's no such thing as setbacks. You know what's a setback? Yourself. When you admit you're the fucking problem, but when you admit you're the problem for life, you want to be ahead of the game. You want to be educating, getting new abilities, new skills before they come and approach, failing forward. So you embrace failure. You make failures lessons your best friend, because that's the only way you're going to learn. You win more from losses than from wins. You get me?
It's true.
Make sense or no?
Yeah. Now the last question, so the next person can come. Because you always say you're quick to leave things in the past and just go forward. So how do you bypass things so fast?
When you stay present and you're a vision-driven leader, like in my case, that you focus on the present, living the moment, but while keeping in mind what's going to propel you forward, right? Why would I basically, a dog barks, why would I sit and bark with the dog, argue with the dog? You got me argue with an idiot, the idiot will drag you always to their level. Every time you give an idiot attention, energy,
It's draining you.
it drains your energy. Isn't energy your number one?
Of course, time, energy, and attention. They all fall with energy.
Energy. Why would I give my energy arguing? The best way to argue is to leave the room. And now, why are you in that room in the first place? Why would you put yourself in a room where they don't respect you? Before I argue, I just leave. But I don't leave because of fear.
For yourself, inner peace.
I leave because of respect towards myself, because I know what I could bring to the table. You get me? That's why when I basically ask myself, why you need to simply ask questions, I ask myself the question, if you don't leave, you're going to fail. Something worse is going to happen. I know myself.
Now, last question, because you said don't be in your head, just write everything down. So is there times that you just talk to yourself and not write, or every time you talk to yourself, you gotta put it on paper, or whether it's notes
My
or whatever?
mind, I just keep it in one thought, domino effect. My mind is I only keep the statement, sounds messed up, always be closing deals. In another word, I keep A and Z. Because I understand that if I'm able to help people get from A to Z, with the ABCD, always be closing deal, which is always be helping people. Quien no sirve para servir, no sirve para vivir. That's the only thing I have in my mind. ¿Cómo puedo servir? How can I serve? That's the number one question in my mind. How can I serve others? How can I solve a problem that somebody has that I have the solution? Or that I know somebody has the solution to that problem? Life is simple. People just complicate it. Life is easy. If you do what's hard, your life is easy. If you do what's easy, your life is hard. My life is easy because I know how to do what's hard, which is work on my mindset, work on my mental pillar, work on my espiritualmente, mentalmente, físicamente, emocionalmente, financieramente. Money comes last in the list, but everything starts with a positive mental attitude. Second, sound health. Third,
Harmony, human relations.
fourth, freedom from fear. 5, capacity to apply faith. Without faith without works doesn't work. You still got to put in the work. You cannot just have faith and now put in the work. You got to put in the work. I have 2 questions before the last person comes. Why is curiosity an essential trait for personal and professional growth?
Simple.
Meaning, curious.
Simple. If you don't ask questions, you're going to stay lost. If you don't ask questions to something you don't know and you just stay lost.
What's the most expensive thing in the world?
Ignorance.
Ignorance is keeping people what?
Poor.
And poor means what?
Passing opportunities over repeatedly.
And they think everything is a what?
Scam.
And scam means what?
Still confused about money sometimes, some occasions.
Another question. How can asking others for their insights help you grow in ways you couldn't achieve alone?
Asking others, but the right people. Like, I can't talk to somebody about what I'm going through when it comes to this vision. I could talk to you because you're in the journey. So when it comes to asking people, it's about also asking the right people. That's just my perspective.
That's true.
Because all advice is not good advice.
And I did say that. I said learning from others. Asking questions gives you access to the experiences, knowledge, and perspective of others. You don't need to have all the answers yourself. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is ask the right person, the right question.
It's a fact.
Right?
Snap a fact. And it's also, that's why you are who you around. OQP, only quality people, they're going to give you quality response.
So when I practice OQP and people literally look at me like I'm crazy, OQP is everything. The quality of your life doesn't just depend on the quality of your own thoughts.
The people you have around.
Because your own thoughts, you could be asking your own self the right question. But if you have the wrong people around you asking you the wrong questions, disturbing your peace, disturbing your garden, I don't like low vibration questions. Ask me questions like literally like difficult stuff. Do not ask me little things. Ask somebody else. Ask somebody in that level. But straight up, it's better literally. He who asks a question remains a fool for 5 minutes. Bro, sis, ask those small questions to me too. Because you might remain a fool for 5 minutes. But he who does not ask remains a fool forever. See, a lot of you guys are fools forever. You know, because your pride, your ego, like, why would I ask Carlos a question? I don't need him. Bro, you rather literally work hard like a donkey, like a burro, like a slave, modern slave. Just accept the truth. You're a slave, bro, or sis. As a matter of fact, the man that literally goes to a 9 to 5, straight up, you want me to say it on camera?
What?
Doesn't have my respect. Straight up. If you work on a 9 to 5, you don't got my respect. They're not our target audience.
How about if they do what they love?
I don't give a fuck. You got people that say they love what they do. They're fucking lying.
Why?
Huh?
Why do you feel like that?
When you do what you love, you don't go and do it for somebody else. It sounds contradicting.
Yeah.
Right? Because I love what I do, which is helping people accomplish their dreams overall. Helping people transition from that employee mindset to the what?
Right side of the coin.
Business, investor mindset. Becoming their best version overall. Because it's not what they're just going to get materialistic. It's not the dream home, the dream car. Everything starts with the dream business, but business only grows when the person grows. The minute I help people have a platform to have their voice and communicate their message, you become the business. But people without vision perish. Proverbs 29:18. But people without knowledge perish. Hosea 4:6. That's communication. Proverbs 29:18 is imagination, visualization. What you don't see, I mean, I walk by faith, not by sight. They walk by what they see. Right? So what they see is the instant gratification, the drug they give them, the salary, the paycheck. Why would I respect a man or a woman that says they love what they do? They're lying. If you don't believe me, they're lying. Listen to The Strangest Secret. He explains it. That the man that's saying that he loves what he do, working on a job, he's normally lying. Male or female. How the fuck do you love what you do when another man is telling you what to do? It doesn't connect. When you love what you do, you tell your own self what to do. That's deep. You don't even tell others what to do. Because now you live on purpose. You lead the way, show the way,
and go the way.
The minute you move like that, others going to see like, what you do, not what you tell them to do. I never would tell people what to do. Why would I tell people to do this, do that? The only thing I told myself is, tell me who you're with, and I'm going to tell you who you are and where you're headed. In another word, even the coach, mentor, trainer that you get, meaning the right person. Why would you listen to a person that have never, like, bro, sis, even if for material possessions, if you listen to a man or a woman, let's use exotic cars or homes, business.
Yeah.
If you listen to one person that literally just had one, if you haven't done that shit 5, 10 times, 15 times, you're still poor. Even if you did one exotic or one home or one business, you're still poor. You're still passing opportunities over repeatedly.
Why? Why you say that?
Bro, it's not the same thing. A person that literally has had, lost count how many businesses, lost count how many homes, lost count how many cars.
More experience.
You got me? Oh, you can't compare that. That person doesn't value what you value. That person has been living in extreme abundance. A person that can literally, having one of anything is literally depending on one source. Never depend on one job. Make investment to create a second, third, fourth, fifth. Why? Because if one source fails, you got the second.
Don't rely on just one. But thank you. Clarity is power. When you ask questions, you get clarity. Thank you, bro.
No problem. The important thing is not to stop questioning. Curiosity has its own reason for existing. Albert Einstein. You can tell whether a man is clever by his answers. You can tell whether a man is wise by his questions. You can tell whether a man or a woman is clever by his answers. See, I don't want to be the guy with the best answers. I'd rather be the guy, the man, with the right questions. That's why this, why that, why everything? Why are you here? Apart from God wanting you here. Why are you here? I'm asking you this.
Why am I here?
Yes.
Because I'm willing to learn from you.
Why you need to simply ask questions? Because before you never asked questions.
No.
Why not?
I didn't ask questions because a part of I didn't know what to ask. I saw that if I ask questions, even that dumb question, I get ramazazos. So even not doing or asking the questions to you, I even get ramazazo. But don't doing it, I get less.
Because, understand something, Emily. People that love you want you to get out of your comfort zone. Mm-hmm. Get out of that mental prison that you're in. Why will you hold things in? See, you want me to tell you one of my secrets to success overall in life? Mm-hmm. I don't hold anything in. Starting con un mojón. If I'm shitting to myself, I'll go take a shit. Why? I gotta take a shit because I ate food. Why? Because I have a fast metabolism. So why? I gotta take a shit because we humans gotta take a shit. Why this girl walks the way like she doesn't take a shit? I even asked that question. You know how there's some females that walk like they don't take a shit?
Yeah.
I asked myself, does this woman think she doesn't take a shit? And I will ask her, like, if she thinks she better than me? Girl, you don't shit? But I say it in a sarcastic way where she'll literally, I'm telling her the truth, making her miserable with the question, but I'm also making it in a charismatic, entertaining, confident, alpha male, strong character, personality type of question.
Yeah.
She'll look at me like she'll be shocked. Because normally most guys will be like simps. Excuse me, man. Excuse me, ma'am. Most guys, they don't ask questions. And when they ask the wrong questions. That's deep. And that quote's by me. Most guys, especially, don't ask questions. And when they ask the wrong questions. When it comes to the personal level.
Okay.
And then even in the business level. How the heck y'all women will settle for a man that has a boss apart from God? Like, that's low vibration. Emily, I don't know, but to me, that's low vibration. If I was a female, I'll question why my man has another man literally determining his salary, determining his freedom, determining his days off, determining what time he eats. If they determine what time he eats, they determine what time he go to the bathroom. Facts?
Yeah.
And now you understand why guys go grumpy? Even the work you do, when you don't have that freedom to do it whenever the heck you want to do it, or whatever time you want to do it, that's when stress, depression, anxiety comes.
They get angry on themselves.
Right or wrong?
Yeah.
Let's talk about, to wrap this up, overcoming the fear of asking questions. Because you overcame the fear of asking questions. Right? Fear means what, Emily?
Fear.
Face everything and rise. This guy got too much energy. Yes. Why do you got a lot of energy, Carlos? Ask the question. You want to know why I got a lot of energy? Because when your girl sees me and sees you, she's going to see you got low energy. So if you got low energy, probably your dick is going to be low on energy too. Think about it. I'm using an analogy.
Yeah.
Think about it.
Makes
That's
sense.
why women will go use a metaphor. He got big dick energy. For example, we guys, when we see a woman that could dance, we normally would think that woman will be in the sex part, like very, active, like doing her thing, if it makes sense.
It makes sense.
Right?
Yeah.
So, vice versa, a woman normally will think that when a man has a lot of energy, probably in the sexual, because it's like a lion, devour. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Como que la va a devorar. But, talking in the professional, sorry, you guys are perfect, not me. Overcoming the fear of asking questions. See, I ask questions. Do you shit, Emily?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay. Just asking. Just asking. Fear of judgment. Many people hesitate to ask questions because they fear looking ignorant or being judged. However, not asking questions can hold you back more than any judgment ever could. Notice how I asked you a question that these people might look at it like, what? It's very unprofessional. So, you see, people are trained to be workers. That's why they got to be professional. You got me?
Yeah.
I'm trained to think for myself. I'm trained that my character is worth more than my reputation. I don't care about my reputation. Because my reputation, it all depends who you ask. If you ask Emily right now, she probably could tell you one thing. But if you ask Emily in the past, she could tell you another thing.
Oh, yeah.
So reputation is going to change depending the growth the person does.
Yeah.
Facts?
Yeah, that's true.
Facts?
Yeah.
That was deep what I said right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because when you were more ignorant, and they'll ask you about me, you'll probably say he's mean. He doesn't have no filter. He tells people the truth to their face.
Yeah, I also will agree with what the person said.
Huh?
I also will agree.
Oh
with
yeah, you will also agree.
Yeah.
Because you were in the people pleasing, the validation business, right? In the ass kissing yes man type of business. Because you were trained to be a yes man or yes woman.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, building confidence. Now your confidence. Remember, overcoming the fear of asking questions. Building confidence. The more you ask questions, the more confident you'll become in seeking answers and clarity. Asking questions shows that you're engaged and willing to learn. Because the more you learn, the more you earn. And remember, clarity is
Power.
Don't you want to be empowered?
Yeah.
What do we do? As a leader, creating leaders that create leaders that create leaders. What do we do with people? We empower them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So we build their confidence. Being around the most confident man alive. If you're more confident than me, sit here with me, brother or sister. Or put any comments. Or bring me the most confident man alive. We could do a Zoom, a podcast to see if I'm gonna be if I'm gonna melt like a snowflake. Do I look like the type of guy to melt like a snowflake around any man, any human in this world?
No.
Do I look like I fear a man in this world?
No.
Or a woman?
No.
Or a human?
No.
Or a government?
No.
Straight up.
No.
Look at me now. And I don't regret anything I say. 34 years being the same Carlos. Well, Carlos, don't you say that to stay away from still people? I'm still growing. We're different. I'm still getting rid of my old ways. I'm still getting rid of my weakness. Teach me English. Teach me Spanish. Teach me whatever you want to teach me. There's always room for improvement. Because if there's one thing I know nothing. This is why I question everything. Why this? Why that? Why everything?
Yeah.
Why are you here watching this podcast?
Carlos Sanchez asks, hey, how can you buy a home or start a business with no money?
Simple, excellent question. How can you buy
Leverage.
a home or a business with no money? Simple. First of all, you got to make the decision that you're going to buy with no money. You want me to tell you something, world? Rich people, wealthy people, even if they have the money, they never use their money. Why will you use your money when you got a network and your network is your net worth? Mm-hmm. You got a network of people that you could literally leverage to create a business or real estate opportunity for them that could build your rental income when it comes to real estate, or income when it comes to cash flow when it comes to the business. Could be passive when you're an investor. Mm-hmm. It's not passive when you're working inside the business.
No.
If you invest on somebody, and that's the point, when you're going to basically buy a business as an investor, private equity, raising capital, angel investor, there's $1 billion. Understand, there's a lot of people out there with money that understand that in order to make their money grow, they have to put their money to work. They understand that time is not money. They understand that with their money, they're not going to be the one buying other people's time. Because they understand they're in a different level. There's levels to this level shit. There's levels to this hierarchy, guys. See, most people, that's why the right questions get the right answers out of me. So to buy real estate with no money, simple. I'm going to give you guys a play to buy anything. Throw me a number right now. And look, I'm putting him in the iPad like this. Throw me a number right now. A property, commercial. Let's either you do it big or don't do it at all. Either go big or go home. The bigger the deal, the better, the easier to do. Tell me a number in the millions.
Okay. 1.5 million.
Okay, 1.5 mil. Okay, what's 20% of 1 mil? Is 200,000. Mm-hmm. So what's half of 200,000? 100,000. So you need $300,000 to buy that $1.5 million property, right?
Yeah.
That was a good number.
Yeah.
So you need 300 grand to buy it. Mm-hmm. To get the 300 grand, you got $1 billion options because there's creative financing. So now you got to get creative. Because that's the financing. Mm-hmm. So the first thing, you got to make a decision that you got to get that deposit, which is the 300 grand. Mm-hmm. That's the target number, right? Forget about the 1.5 mil. Okay. See, that's where people fail. Forget about getting approved for the 1.5. You get the deal, you get the 300 grand, you don't need to have the 300 grand. The minute you have the deal, there's people that have money that don't have the deal.
Okay.
Right there, you get it?
Yeah.
So your job is to be the bridge between the person that got the money and who has the deal. Who got the deal? You got the deal. Put the deal under contract. So, making a long story short, this is how you get the 300 grand, right? You could leverage OPM, other people's money. There's $1 billion ways on how you could leverage other people's money. You could leverage your own money, but you remember, you don't want to use your money. You want to leverage other people. So forget about yourself. You could leverage the bank's money, which is the government, right? Because the bank are part of the Federal Reserve. And the Federal Reserve is the government. They're printing money. Yeah. They understand, even if you buy the property, it's their property, Emily. Because even if you come up with the money, that's still their property. Yeah. Who owns the mortgage? The bank. Who owns the banks? The government. So everything they still own everything. Yeah. You see that everything, you still got to pay taxes, everything. So you got to come up with the 300 grand, right? To come up with the 300 grand, what is easier, Emily? To work to make 300,000, right? To do it little by little, save to invest, or to borrow to invest.
Borrow to invest.
All you got to do is either borrow from one person that gives you 300 grand, or borrow from two people that could give you 150 grand each. Right? If you borrow from two people that give you 150 grand each, now 100% of the pie, you give them 33.3, 33.3, 33.3. That's 100%. So now you get 33.3% of the pie without doing shit. They got 33.3, you got 33.3. So they came in as partners, investors, right? You guys are equity partners. You see why equity is the name of the game? So you got 33.3% equity. They got 33.3% equity. But you got, it's like you put 150 grand, but you didn't put 150 grand. Because the minute I get that project, 1.5, automatically, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to negotiate it to get it lower. I'm going to get that project for at least 1.3 top.
Okay.
But I'm going to lower it 200 grand. So I'm still now less money into the deal.
Yeah.
You got me or no?
Yeah.
Huh? So I'm even getting more creative. But on top of that, so now that 200 grand, that's equity for me, for us. So I'm here pitching to them, hey, I negotiated the stuff too. But I'm not going to tell them to the end.
Okay.
So they can look, you get me? But also, if it was 1.5, I'm going to tell them, hey, the minute we touch it, it's 1.8. Because it's going to be appraised up. Because all we got to do is a little facelift. Boom, 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 boom. Which now we could do another loan to rehab the property or do whatever little touch. Right? Because now the tenants, we're going to what? We're going to jack up the rent.
Yeah.
We're going to increase the rent.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right? Or we're going to tell the tenant, hey, we're going to remodel this. But when we remodel this, they got to rent it back. The price is up.
Yeah.
Come on, you getting something new. We're going to remodel this by getting a what? A loan. We could literally get a loan right from the asset.
Yeah.
So you literally did a $1.5 million deal
Without putting.
by simply asking Carlo a question. You better send me at least 1%. I'd rather have 1% of a deal than have no percentage.
Yeah.
I don't want no commission. You see? See, most realtors, brokers, they'd rather have a commission. Hey, the AC here is hot. I don't know if it's because I have a sweater, but I'm hot. Right? But making a long story short, notice how I did a $1.5 million deal live without using calculator.
Yeah.
Right? Just using my creative mindset, my experience. Right?
Yeah.
Who's giving these games out there?
Nobody.
Huh?
Nobody.
Think about it. And remember, there's a billion ways on how we could get the money. Just ask Carlos. Ask Carlos.
Yeah.
How to get the money? Ask Carlos. We should do that trend.
Ask Carlos.
Ask Carlos. Ask Carlos a question, and Carlos is going to give you the answer.
Yeah. That's what.
Oh, I need X amount of money? Ask Carlos. From now on,
Ask Carlos.
I need X amount of money? Ask Carlos. Text that too, so I could send the branding partner so they can organize that into the social media and all that. Ask Carlos. I need X amount of dollar. Ask Carlos. Carlos has the answer how he could help you get any dollar amount as long as it's to invest it into an asset that produces cash flow.
Yeah.
Make sense or no?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right? Well, but people are in fear mode, Emily. When they escape fear mode, escape their limiting mindset, escape scarcity mindset, and go into abundance. Abundance is when you understand that there's people. You might not have the money, and it's okay to be vulnerable. Or it's okay to say, hey, I don't have the money, but I have the deal. Right? But understand, people are going to feel more comfortable to do business when they understand that you're putting some type of equity into the deal. Because people are normally greedy. When they know that you're not putting $1 into the deal, so you got to get creative. I'll give you more game on that. How to get deals without the partners feeling like you didn't put shit? Because when people feel like you didn't put anything just because you brought the deal, they want you to keep less percentage. Like, no, you wouldn't have this deal if it wouldn't be because of God and because of me in the first place.
That's true.
You got me?
Yeah.
Whose idea was it?
Yours.
Huh?
Yours.
Who found the idea?
Yours.
Who created the opportunity?
You.
Who created the vision?
You.
Who's the vision-driven leader?
You.
Who's the one unifying?
You.
Who's the one communicating?
You.
Who's the one imagining?
You.
Who's the one that's going to organize people implementing it?
You.
So I got to get paid.
Yeah.
No commission. Fuck the commission. I want equity. Like, literally, you got to have that. Business is savage, Emily. You got to have the fuck you mentality. Like, you got to have that type of mentality. Like, yo, like, I value relationship, but I also value, my next generation and my legacy also being wealthy.
Yeah.
You know why a lot of people stay poor, Emily?
Why?
Huh?
Why?
They're afraid of what other people are going to say. Like, nah, who gives a fuck what they're going to say? Right?
Yeah.
What they say is none of my business.
Yeah. Is that my
Emily, asking questions is a good way to find out what you don't know and bridge the gap. Once again, asking questions is a good way to find out what you don't know and bridge the gap.
Yeah.
See, go from A to Z, from idea to reality, from idea to success. That bridge is a question.
Yeah.
I don't got no money. Rich Dad Poor Dad. Never say I don't have it. Your subconscious mind and your conscious mind don't know the difference.
Yeah.
If you say you don't have it,
For sure.
you're not going to have it. You're not going to attract it.
Yeah.
But if you say how,
No.
ooh, infinite intelligence. They love when people say how. How?
How can
How? How? They don't want you saying how. They want you to say, I can't.
Yeah.
They don't want you to say, how can I? Oh, you don't got the answer? No problem. Somebody else has it. So, don't be afraid to ask questions. Be afraid not to. I'm going to ask you 2 questions to wrap this up.
Okay.
Right? Remember, we were talking about overcoming the fear of asking questions. Because you overcame the fear of asking questions. Right or wrong?
Yeah.
You overcame that limiting
Believe.
Ants believe. Be like ants. Tell how ants are.
In Spanish?
However you want to say it. Chinese.
Ve perezoso, mira las hormigas y observa sus caminos, las cuales no tienen gobernador ni líder, y en el verano recogen su alimento y en el invierno recogen su sustento. ¿Hasta cuándo, perezoso, estarás dormido? ¿Cuándo te levantarás de tu sueño?
Before I ask you these questions, Emily, why you have these?
This?
Yeah.
Oh, because my eyes feel bothered for the blue light of the computer.
But even here right now, even when we're doing the podcast? Because you look like a viejita.
Still light, but I can take it off.
Nah, don't take it off. You're here now validating me. You see? She's validating me right on the podcast. You never take anything off because a person told you to take it off. Take it off because you want to take it off. But now it's going to look like I won. Put it on. So that
I take it off. Now
Okay.
you're telling me to do it.
Asking questions. Okay, what are the fears that stop us from asking questions? And how can we overcome them?
You know that I recently figured out why I didn't ask that many questions to you?
Why?
And that's why, when I was little, I used to ask my mom, why this, why that, and why. For example, one of that question that I used to ask her is, Mom, why do you need to it was a silly question, but she didn't answer. But okay, she didn't answer me that question. So I stopped asking her because she didn't know the answer. So that was like a mental block for me. And that's why I also didn't ask questions to you, because for my mom.
So you were dragging generational curses.
Yeah.
Generational limiting beliefs.
Yeah. Because if I ask the question, that person not going to answer me.
But you see, Like, for example, when I'm with my daughter, I tell them, all I want is questions. I don't want to answer. All I want is questions.
Okay.
I'm serious.
Yeah, but
Because I've noticed something. People that ask questions are more people that are leaders. People that are more, you know, they know what they want. They're trying to find out. You got me? Like
curious.
to test. They're curious.
Yeah.
You got me? Because leaders, we normally want to find out if the person's full of shit.
Okay.
That's why anybody could ask me questions.
Yeah.
Live too. Was not recorded, is not remembered.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Last question. How can asking questions help build confidence and encourage growth? You did a video, shout out to Jasmine and Tiffany Cass. What was the name of the episode?
10 steps to confidence.
10 steps to confidence. Tiffany Cass Network or Tiffany Cast. You guys should watch it. Right? 10 steps to confidence.
Yeah.
Right? What basically, how can asking questions help build confidence and encourage growth?
Okay, when you ask questions, you are asking questions because you don't know the answers. So when you know the answers, you can be more comfortable with the with the answers you are giving.
If there's one question that you want to ask me in front of the world, that it doesn't matter what question it is, what question would it be?
Doesn't matter what question?
Yes.
Okay, I will ask you why you are alive.
Why am I alive?
Yeah.
I'm still questioning that. That's God. But I'm alive because God has a purpose for me. And my purpose, I feel like, you know, remember, how you feel is what you think.
Yeah.
I feel God sent me to the world to lead, but not just to lead, by example. To be an example, to help others also become leaders that create leaders. And to create the biggest leadership organization, modern organization in the world. One of the biggest. Because we could give room for other people to do the same.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Shout out to John C. Maxwell, but he's not leading by example. There's a lot of leaders out there, you know, with a lot of books on leadership. But without the physical pillar, it's hard for me to like,
Follow them.
you got me? to like, bro, you haven't asked yourself the question, why you eat so much? Huh?
Yeah,
Make sense or not?
yeah, it makes sense.
Why you can't stop eating? You got to lead by example, bro. When you're in front of people, you got me? Believe it or not, it's not that, you know, but the physical says a lot about a person,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, you can see that discipline.
So if they don't have their physical unchecked, what makes you think they're mental?
mental.
Because there's a lot of guys out there that they're not leaders like him. But in that physical pillar, I'll follow them. Rather, in that age of John C. Maxwell. Right?
Yeah.
There's guys out there, his age, literally with a six-pack.
So it's no excuse.
There's no excuse. He's here talking all day about leadership sitting down. Bro, you got to be standing up, bro. See, I call out. You see, not a lot of people have the balls to question even these leaders.
Yeah.
See, I question them. If I'm in front of him, I'll ask him that. And I want that shit recorded. You see why I'm not the right person to be invited to every room? You see why?
You will tell the truth.
Because I'm willing to tell people the truth. In a respectful way. If they take it personal, if they get miserable, that's on them.
They need to work their emotions.
I'll win them over first. This is how I do things
Okay.
with everybody.
Okay.
Right? Because for me to tell you the truth on everybody's because I got to win you guys over. First. Right? I'll win him over. I'll praise him. Oh, your 80 books. Oh my God, leaders creating. Oh my God, the laws of leadership. Oh my God, intentional growth. Oh my God, I'll praise him with all his books. I'm one of your #1 customers. To not say follower. To not call myself a leader. They might get disrespected. If you as a leader call yourself a leader next to a leader, Rion, well, you're not a world-class leader. Who said you got to be a world-class leader to be a world-class leader? I'm a God-class leader. That's different. That's a different animal.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You got to have empathy, but you got to tell people the truth. Because when you tell people the truth, you got empathy, it goes down the drain. You got to flush empathy down the toilet. Because how can you help people grow as a leader?
Yeah, if you don't tell the truth.
If you don't tell the people the truth, how can they grow?
Yeah.
Maybe I'm wrong. The importance of asking questions to gain knowledge, build curiosity, and eliminate assumptions. I'm going to remind you guys that asking questions is a powerful way to take control of your learning and growth. Shout out to the world. Blessings for the world. Shout out to the team, because teamwork makes the dream work. Together, everyone achieves more. If you want to go fast, go alone. See, I don't want to go fast alone. I like going far together. You get me? Because I'm low-key. I would never label myself lazy. But I'm low-key. Love leveraging other people's experience, other people's everything. Why not, Emily?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not? The question is, why not?
It will make it more easy.
Why you need to simply ask questions. Because when you ask questions, you could get answers that you could re-question, that could get more answers, that could re-question. Why do I got to go to work? Have you asked yourself that question? Why do I have to work for that person? Work for that person. Why do I got to ask permission? Why do I got to ask for vacation? Why do I got to ask to go to the bathroom? Why do I got to ask for this, that? Stop asking questions.
Yeah. Why do I need a diploma?
Oh, they need a diploma. You know why, Emily?
Why?
Because C students, we understand. And D students, we understand that word D for dumb, or C for curious, or Carlos. So we need A students to be able to leverage their geniuses, their smartness, in order to get the job done. Do you think Elon Musk is a smart guy? Elon Musk is just smart hiring people. When Elon Musk goes into an interview, he even says, fuck you, Emily. If Elon Musk is saying fuck you, imagine us, Emily. You get my point or don't get my point?
Yeah, I get your
Huh?
point. I get your point.
So why you need to simply ask questions? Because when I saw Elon Musk, when I saw Jeff Bezos, when he first started, Google Jeff Bezos from Amazon. When he started, how he looks now, fucking guy, bro. He walks straight. He walks roca. He talks with confidence. Before, he used to talk like a simp. If you study all those guys, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, all those type of guys, you're going to notice a pattern in all of them. They were not alpha males.
But they became.
And that's why a lot of these guys become so successful. Have you noticed that the shorter the guy is, the more lying hard he is? Notice it. Notice it.
Yeah.
Look around. How many doofy ass tall motherfuckers working for a midget? Nigga, do this, do that. Shut up and listen. Guys, world, subscribe to the channel. It's Team Love here. It's Team Empowering you guys. We all want you guys to literally maximize your potential. World, the life you basically create for yourself is all dependent on your mindset. What separates the best from the rest is your mindset. Work on those 5 pillars. Spiritual, connect with God, connect with yourself, your mental, right? Be intentional with your growth, personal development, self-improvement. Physical, it's a shame for a man or a woman to grow old without achieving greatness physically. Your emotions, get them on check. Why? Because if you cannot control your emotions in the personal level or business level, you cannot control your life and your finances. We're all here to serve, but money comes last in the list. Stop chasing the money. Create yourself a garden where all the butterflies are going to come in to your garden. When you have what the cat wants, the cat will come to you. Don't chase the cat. Have what the cat wants. God bless. Like, subscribe, comment, do something. Share, but do something.
Take action.
Take action, but not regular action.
Massive
action on the plan. If they need help, we're here to what?
To help them.
To help them. Es mentira.
Es verdad.
God bless.